Hello, my wildlings, and welcome back to Turnabout Hops. In the last episode, we began the trial. So far, things have been interesting. The judge is back, seemingly out of nowhere, which I'm quite happy to see. I like him, he's fun. Just beware of the beard, as per usual. And, obviously, good old Agent Sky is here to give us a testimony, which I left on a cliffhanger in the last episode, but we're going to get to that now. Please give us a rundown of the case. Of course, it is but a simple matter. If you would wish to understand this crime, then do try to listen. God, she's condescending. Witness testimony. Hobbs's crime. Prosecutor Gavin summed it up nicely. But there are a few points you should be aware of. First off, Janet Hobbs did more than arrest her sister. She also thought to film the incident on her phone for use as evidence. The footage confirms her telling of events without a doubt. Miss Hobbs shot Mr. Gray in the back. That is the conclusion we must draw from this evidence. Miss Hobbs was caught in the act. There really is little room for doubt. A little room is still room. I do not believe in my client's guilt for a second. Mr. Justice, I'm just saying what the evidence shows me. If you wish to prove me wrong, you must have more than hollow words. She is not wrong, Air Forehead, if a little condescending. And this presented evidence is quite damning, don't you think? But if I recall how this works, this is where we cross-examine the witness. Yes, you are also correct. Something's been bugging me for a while. I should do some digging and find the hole I need. Don't go digging yourself a hole, you might find it's a grave. I'm sorry, I'm trying to sound more intelligent than I am, and that just... Oh god, that just didn't sound... That was like... I sound like a 15-year-old who's trying to be a bit extra edgy than usual. Like, I'm not like the other kids, I'm edgy and intelligent. It's like, and if I'm being entirely honest, I was totally that kid. Maybe not quite as emo as, like, you might imagine the more stereotypical emo, but I was definitely the quiet loner kid who likes to think about things and is actually really intelligent if you get to know him. What the fuck I am now, I don't know anymore. I'm as confused as you probably are. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Cross-examination. Hobbs's crime. Prosecutor Gavin summed it up nicely. I'm going to have a quick look at my evidence. Janet's phone. Judy Hobbs is standing over the fallen Gideon with a gun in her paw. The pies have been strewn everywhere. Yeah, okay. At no point does it actually show her shooting Gideon. Or at least it doesn't say that it does. So I'm pretty sure that's it. There are a few points you should be aware of. Janet Hobbs did more than arrest her sister. I'm going to press that. She did more than arrest my client. What exactly do you mean, witness? Much like her ZPD sister, she is a resourceful person. And intelligent. She knew she needed to get evidence for the ZPD. So do you know what she did? She also thought to film the incident on her phone, for use as evidence. The footage confirms her telling of events without a doubt. Mrs. Hobbs shot Mr. Gray in the back. That is the conclusion we must draw from this evidence. Okay. She also thought to film the incident footage. It does it? That makes the footage very important evidence, I'd say. But it really is conclusive as she believes. Well, I don't think it is. I should consider my next move carefully. Mrs. Hobbs shot Mr. Gray in the back. That is the conclusion we must draw from this evidence. I'm going to do a new save, because time travel is a great power to have as a lawyer. And then I'm going to present Janet's phone, because I don't think it is without a doubt. I'm sorry, but I don't believe time travel. Okay. Let's hotshot Mr. Grey in the back. That may be one conclusion, but it may not be the only one. I don't quite see a contradiction. So, we just need to do a little digging. That's how it usually works, yeah? Okay, what have I missed? What have I not pressed yet? More than arrest her sister. Film the evidence. Yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember something like that. The footage formed the entire basis of the arrest, right? Oh, combined with Janet Hobbs' testimony, yes. Might I ask, does the footage show the actual moment of the shooting? Well, I'm afraid not, Your Honor. Janet Hobbs did not witness the moment of the shooting, just the immediate aftermath. Then how can she be so certain that my client was the shooter at all? Not, I said, immediate aftermath. The footage clearly shows the defendant holding the weapon that fired the shot, yeah? Yes, that is correct. And remember, it was her weapon to begin with. Well, that is quite a conclusive piece of evidence. The defence's objection is overruled. Well, that was a long shot. What should I do with that statement just now? Let's add it to the testimony. Miss Skye, please add the information about the weapon to your testimony. Oh, continue, witness. I mean, if you're given the option to have stuff added to the testimony, it's a good idea to do it, just in case. Autopsy is clearly seen holding the offending weapon. It's fired once, it's covered in sugar. I'm looking at the evidence now. No. When I arrived at the scene, I found Gideon shot and my own gun lying next to me. It's when I picked it up that Janet appeared and arrested me. I thought there was something about it being her left and right hand that was mentioned. She uses her... I'm going to check profiles, see if it says anything. ZPD's optimistic and kind-hearted in a relationship with Officer Wilde. Okay, well that doesn't help. Let's press that. She can be seen holding the weapon. Yes, she's clearly handling it in her paw. Yes, I recall Judy mentioning that she's right-pawed. Is there anything wrong with this? Yep, it does outright mention in the video she's over Gideon Grey with the gun in her left paw. Yes. Your Honour, there's something wrong with that statement. There is there? I should have saved earlier. And what might that be? She's holding it in her left paw. I hope this is right. It is. Whew. There's a glaring error in this testimony, and it lies with this evidence. Specifically, the recording on Janet's phone. Or... I've forgotten his voice. Or, and why might that be, forehead? I would like the court to note that my client is right-pawed, and always has been. But this does raise up a question. Why is she holding the gun in her left paw? Oh, really? How curious. I would assume you are willing to explain this, yeah? Yes, quite right. What exactly is the meaning of this, Mr. Justice? As I said, my client is right-pawed. Isn't that right, Judy? Yes, that's right. I didn't really think about it at the time, but I did pick it up with my left paw from the ground. Off the ground? As in... You didn't fire it? No, obviously. Jesus, man, keep up. Well, yeah, that is what I've been saying this whole time. But I might remind you of something. Judy Hobbs was helping move the pies, yeah, and in the process she was positively caked in sugar. And traces of the sugar were also found on the gun, her personal pistol. Isn't it... logical to conclude that they appear in the same place because she herself was carrying it. In that case, might I remind you of something? Or, Judy just said it herself, if you were listening. If not, let me remind you. Judy's testimony. When I arrived at the scene, I found Gideon shot by my own gun lying next to him. When I picked it up, that Janet appeared and arrested me. Okay, well, I'm going to present this evidence in the next episode. Hopefully that goes well, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye, good night, and good luck.